Hello, my amazing art students. Welcome back to another day in art with Miss Stacey. I'm so glad that you're here today. All right, so today I want to talk to you about an artist by the name of Laurel Burch. Let me get a picture of her, show it to you. My high tech here, right? Here we go. Here is Miss Laurel Burch. Now, Miss Laurel Burch, she was born in 1945 and she passed away in 2007. She was born right here in the United States. One of the things about Miss Laurel is that as she grew up, she found herself very, very poor. And she got to a point where she couldn't pay any of her bills. There were no jobs to be had, and she just wasn't making enough money to cover anything that she needed to take care of. So she got really creative. She grew up with a mom that was super creative, so she kind of drew on some of the inspiration from her mom and thought, I know, I want to make jewelry. So Laurel went around her house. She collected old buttons and ribbon, little scraps of material, little pieces of metal, whatever little odds and ends that she could possibly find. She used all of those things to collage them together to make jewelry. Then she took her jewelry, she put it in little fishing tackle boxes, took it to the local flea market, just onto the street corners, wherever she could, and she would try to sell her jewelry. Very, very quickly, her jewelry became very popular. She went from her jewelry into some art. It got more and more and more popular, and before she knew it, Mrs. Burch was opening her very own company where she sold her art and her jewelry. It's a very large company. So she went from being extremely poor to being very wealthy in a short period of time. It just goes to show you, if you put your mind to it, you get creative, and you work really, really hard, you can make anything happen. One of Laurel Burch's most incredible projects, or one of the things people fell in love with the most, is her extremely whimsical animals. In today's lesson, we are going to make one of her cats. Here is an example of one of her pictures of some of her cats. Let me see if I can get it up here. Like I said, super high tech. Miss Stacey's videos are, right? There we go. So here's some of her really cool cats. And today, the one that we are going to draw will be like this guy, right here. Okay, cute little cat. Now, on the back of your packet, you should have instructions that look something like this, that will help you and will walk you through step by step, okay? I will also walk you through how to make this cute little kitty right now. So let's give it a try. Here we go. All right, let me get this camera down. All right, there we go. And again, I'm gonna be drawing upside down, so hopefully I can do this okay. All right. So when we're looking at this piece of paper, you'll notice these little lines like this, okay? So each one of these squares is considered your big piece of paper. And what they want you to do is try to think of your piece of paper in 4 separate sections, as if you literally took your piece of paper and folded it, get that out of the way, took your piece of paper and literally folded it in half, and then again in half, like this. Okay, so now you have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. All right, so in your top section, that's where they want you to start the head of your cat. Okay, and to start the head of the cat, we're going to come down and around and up, down, around and up. Okay, give that a try. From there, I like to come down here and draw a little line like that. It helps me know where to stop when I come down from my top line here. So I'm going to come down, making one of the ears. I'm going to come down to make my other ear. All right. the next thing we're going to do is put in the nose and the eyes. To do the nose, I'm going to make my square or open rectangle like that. That helps give me a guide. Then I know I can go down and around like this. Do the same thing on the other side, down and around and up like that. Okay, we're making the bottom, these lines here make the bottom of the cat's eyes. Now I'm going to go ahead and start here on this outside corner and come in like that to make the top of the eye. Start at the outside corner and come in like this to make the top of the eye. Okay, go ahead and give that a try. Now, the next thing we're going to do is let's complete those eyes. Let's give them the details. So, let's make the outsides by doing two lines like this, like that. Okay, and draw the little pupil in there. Perfect. We're going to draw the insides of the ears. That and like that. And then she gives the little kitties an extra detail by drawing a line under their eye like this to sort of create maybe a bit of a cheek. And again on the other side like that. All right, pause the video if you need a chance to catch up. All right. Next thing we're going to do is let's draw the little line that connects the mouth and the nose together. Give our kitty a couple of whiskers. Here's 1, 2, 3. Remember, nice, long, curved lines. Take that whisker over the line of the kitty's face here to show depth, and that the whiskers actually are longer than the face is. Okay. And the final thing is draw that little tongue for Kitty. Okay. So that took us to here. Okay. Our next step is going to be drawing the kitty's body and her legs. So let's give that a try. All right. So you'll notice here on this one, here's our grid, right? Our squares, like you folded your paper. We're going to start up here in the top one, take it down to the bottom and up around, okay? So we're starting here, right about the kitty's eye. We're going to bring it down and around and up, okay? Give that a try. Okay. Now, from where you stopped, that's where you're going to start your kitty's paws. So, we're going to make a big W. There's 1, there's 2. Big W for those feet. Okay. From where you stopped, you're going to come straight up and connect it to your kitty's head. Excellent job, my friends. Wow, excellent job. All right. The next step, we're going to draw this cute little kitty tail. Now, if you notice, here we have a line. And over here are 2 lines kind of going to connect. We're going to draw another one to connect it. This part gets a little tricky. A little tricky. All right. So, let's draw our tail. We're going to come up and around like this. Okay, give that a try. Up and around. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, from there, we're going to connect. We're going to find where we left off. Okay, we stopped right here. Now you're going to bring it around, and you're making that big tail nice and fat now. And bring it down. Excellent job. Excellent job. All right. Let's get some cute little toes in there. Get those little claws in there for our kitty. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Now, Laurel Burch on her kitty, she went ahead on this one and did a bunch of triangles. It's up to you. Use your imagination. What would you like in your kitty? Do you want your kitty to have some stripes? You can totally do that. I'm going to give my kitty a couple of zigzag stripes. There we go. And let's see, maybe I want my kitty to have another one over here. Okay. And what about some circles or squares? Can we do that on our kitty? Absolutely. It's our kitty. It's our imagination, right? So maybe I want a few squares on my kitty. Go ahead and draw in some squares. How about a triangle? And maybe a circle. Can you do that? Sure, you bet. Anything you want. All right, once you have your kitty all drawn, it's time to get out those colors. Now I know that some of you might not have color crayons or pencils or anything like that at home. And you know what? If you don't, that's totally okay. You can continue with your pencil or your marker to color things in. Maybe you want to color in your squares with your pencil or your marker, okay? Maybe you just want to keep making more details on your kitty, like little tiny polka dots or more zigzaggy lines. Can you do that to decorate your kitty? Sure, absolutely. Remember, again and again, it's our imagination, right? You can do as much as you want with your kitty. Now, if you do have some colors and things, then go ahead and color your kitty in. You can do it with crayons. Sorry, I'm kind of digging in my kid's crayon box over here. It's looking kind of a little bit rough. Kind of like our crayons at school, a little bit rough. Anyway, use lots of colors and color your kitty. The sky's the limit. It's your imagination. You can color her or him any way you want. Let me show you the example of the kitty that I drew and colored earlier today for you. There we go. There's my little kitty. Okay? All right. So that is our lesson today on Miss Laurel Burch. I'd love to see your pictures when you're all done with them, so please take a picture of them and send them to me at school, stacey.wygant@valleyview.org. All right, I hope you had a great day today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I will see you soon. Take care. Love from Home Art Studio. Bye-bye.